Hello, I'm Gareth Jones. Welcome to our Leeds United special preview video looking ahead to Saturday's visit to Middlesbrough. That's an early kick-off, so BBC Radio Leeds West Yorkshire Sport will be live on air from 11:30 live from the Riverside Stadium. This week we'll be on 92.4 FM, 774 AM and DAB Digital Radio. Katherine, Adam Pope and Noel Whelan providing your commentary of that game. Katherine, Leeds are in good form result-wise. Performance-wise, where are they at the moment? Are they a convincing championship side now?
Yeah, a lot more convincing than they were. I think the key thing for me, you might remember earlier in the season, Neil Redfern described some of their performances as being a bit milky, which is a great expression, where they just lack that little bit of grit, a little bit of composure. Past few matches, they really seem to have sorted that out. They've got that grit and determination a bit more about them. So although they're not thumping teams, there's not been any big 3-4-0 convincing score margins. They're grinding out results when it matters, and you can't argue with the form. They've won 4 of their last 5, 2 really good away wins as well at Huddersfield and Reading. So it all seems to be coming together. They've got a formation that seems to work for them. Admittedly, Steve Morison, who I know we will come on to, is still not scoring goals, but everybody seems to know what they're doing. They feel comfortable in that formation and it's working for them.
So less milky, more thick custard now.
Yeah, something like that. If we're going with that analogy.
That's meant to be a compliment, but maybe not. Defence, going to be interesting what he's going to do against Middlesbrough because there are options there now.
Yeah, there are. Team news this week is that Liam Cooper is fit again. He's been out for the last couple of matches with a hip problem. He's now back in full training, back in contention. Now, it's worked at the back having Sol Bamba and Belushi, although both of them have the capacity to give you absolute nightmares at times. So it's whether he changes that formation, which has been working, to bring Cooper back in. If he did, who would he drop? Well, for me, it would probably be Belushi. But equally, Neil Redfern did say that Bamba has had a slight hamstring problem. Nothing that significant. He's trained, he's fine, he's in contention. But you do wonder whether him bringing that up suggests that maybe, if that's where the change is coming. Other than that, I think it'll be pretty much as you were. He's not hinted there'll be many other changes.
Of course, the big debate between Leeds fans, and it is a great divide, isn't it?
Yes.
Is Steve Morison not scoring, but is providing, is in a team that's performing. So do you think he'll keep his place, particularly the fact it's an away game?
Yeah, I really do, because I just think he's the one player that can fulfil that particular role, playing as a lone striker up front. He is causing opposing teams all sorts of problems. That goal has got to come eventually and just get that weight off his back. But it's a huge talking point among Leeds fans. You get those who say, ultimately, you are on the pitch to score goals. You are not doing your job. Get him out, bring somebody else in. Who that would be, whether it would be Antonucci, not sure that he's on the right sort of form at the minute to deliver that. The other argument is, well, overall, what is he bringing to the team? And he's bringing a performance that's helped Leeds to 4 wins in the last 5. It's working with him in there. So it's a debate that will rage among Leeds fans, but certainly when you talk to Neil Redfern, he has got absolute faith and absolute confidence in Steve Morison, and I don't see him dropping him.
So for Leeds, it's one of the toughest away trips of the season against the team currently top of the table in an excellent form in the league. This is what head coach Neil Redfern makes to Boro.
They're a top side, and they're a big club, and they carry that weight with them, and they've carried it well this season. Obviously, they've got players that are in good form. Adoma, Bamford, they play a certain way. It's very measured. They've got goals in them. A lot of it's based around ball retention. The type of football that they're playing, and the manager up there, he's done really well. It's took him time to do it. He's had a year or two settled in now, but he's built. And what you're getting now is the fruit of what he's done in the last couple of seasons.
So that's what Neil Redfern thinks about Boro. Just how big a test of the new improved Leeds is this going to be?
It will be a massive test. I have to say, personally, I'd take a point now if it was offered. Middlesbrough are exceptional at home. They've not lost at home since August. That was a bit frightening when I looked that up previously. I think the only thing that might work in Leeds' favour is that Middlesbrough are now top. And it's that pressure of expectation that you heard Neil Redfern talking about, that so far they've carried it well. But now they're actually up there and fans are starting to think, crikey, we could actually do this. Is that going to weigh a little more heavily on them? You look at the top of the Championship, it's so close. They're top on 60 points. They've got Bournemouth, they've got Derby breathing down the necks, Ipswich and Watford as well. There's only a 4-point gap between those top 5. So having, lost to Arsenal in the FA Cup, that was always going to be difficult. They've gone away to Birmingham, just picked up a point there. Are they going to slightly wobble? Everybody's expecting Middlesbrough to win it. No pressure on Leeds, all the pressure on Middlesbrough, and perhaps that could work to Leeds' advantage.
Going to be an intriguing game, isn't it? So join Katherine, Hannah, Noel, Whelan and Adam Pope for exclusive FM commentary. Our dedicated Seoul United build-up begins on BBC Radio Leeds from 11:30 on Saturday, followed by that full commentary. It's going to be on 92.4 FM, 774 AM and also DAB digital radio. So the team will speak to you 11:30 Saturday.